Once upon a time, there was a man named Mr. Magoo. He was known for his poor eyesight, which often led to him getting into comical and sometimes dangerous situations. Despite his visual impairment, Mr. Magoo was determined to live his life to the fullest. He refused to let his lack of sight hold him back, and he would often be seen walking around town with his cane, greeting everyone he met with a friendly smile. One day, while out for a stroll, Mr. Magoo stumbled upon a mysterious package lying on the ground. Being the curious person that he was, he picked it up and decided to take it home to investigate further. As he examined the package, he realized that it was addressed to his neighbor, Mrs. Crumpet. Being the kind-hearted person that he was, Mr. Magoo decided to deliver the package to her personally. But as he made his way over to Mrs. Crumpet's house, he encountered a series of obstacles that only someone with his poor eyesight could find themselves in. He walked into a tree, nearly fell into a pond, and even got his cane stuck in a fence. Despite all of these setbacks, Mr. Magoo refused to give up. He was determined to deliver the package to Mrs. Crumpet, no matter what. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, Mr. Magoo arrived at Mrs. Crumpet's doorstep. He handed her the package with a smile, and she thanked him for being so thoughtful. As he turned to leave, Mrs. Crumpet called out to him, "Mr. Magoo, I have something for you as well," she said, holding out a pair of glasses. Mr. Magoo was hesitant at first, but he decided to give them a try. And as he put them on, he realized just how much he had been missing out on. The world around him suddenly became clearer, brighter, and more beautiful than he could have ever imagined. From that day on, Mr. Magoo wore his glasses everywhere he went. He still stumbled and tripped every now and then, but he did so with a newfound appreciation for the world around him. And everyone who knew him could see the joy in his eyes as he explored the world in a whole new way. As Mr. Magoo explored the world with his new glasses, he discovered things he had never seen before. He marveled at the beauty of the trees and the flowers, the intricacy of the architecture in his town, and the expressions on people's faces. With his improved vision, Mr. Magoo became even more engaged in the community. He attended events he had never before seen, and he made new friends who appreciated his kind nature and his unique perspective on life. Even though he no longer had his characteristic clumsiness, Mr. Magoo was still well loved by the people of his town. They appreciated his positive attitude, his generosity, and his unwavering determination.